Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Komal Bharti and I am working as a postdoctoral researcher under Dr. Sanjay Kalra at University of Alberta. The topic of my presentation is Structural and Functional Cerebellar Impairment in Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis, a multi-site and multi-model neuroimaging study. This work is already published in Neuroimage Clinical. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is characterized primarily by motor neuron and frontotemporal lobar degeneration. No neuroimaging study in ALS has so far investigated as its primary focus the cerebellum and its connection with the rest of the brain. Therefore, we here aim to investigate cerebellar structural and functional connectivity patterns connecting the dentate nucleus to the rest of the brain using multimodal imaging techniques. The reason why we choose dentate nucleus because it acts as a connecting channel for the flow of input and output signals between the cerebellum and the motor brain regions as well as extramotor brain regions of cerebral cortex. The data acquisition was done through Canadian ALS Neuroimaging Consortium using 5 multiple sites of Canada and a standardized imaging protocol. Since this is a multi-modal imaging study, we included 3 imaging modalities here. The first one is resting state functional magnetic resonance imaging, which was done to examine seed to whole brain resting state functional connectivity. The second one is diffusion tensor imaging, where fraction anisotropy, mean diffusivity, axial diffusivity, and radial diffusivity were examined at superior, middle, and inferior cerebellar peduncle. 3D weighted T1 images were also analyzed to look at cerebellar volumetric differences. In results, we will first discuss resting state fMRI group findings. So here is a location of dentate nucleus seed, and with respect to dentate nucleus seed, we found some very interesting findings. For example, we found lower dentate nucleus functional connectivity in pre and post central gyrus, anterior cingulate cortex, supplementary motor area, some frontal and temporal brain regions, as well as lobule fourth of the cerebellum and brainstem. These brain regions were highlighted in blue color. We also found higher dentate nucleus resting state functional connectivity in parieto-occipital brain regions, which were shown in red color. These results were corrected for multiple comparisons at p less than 0.05. We also found some interesting clinical correlations. For example, lower dentate nucleus functional connectivity in lobule fourth of the cerebellum and brainstem positively correlated with ALS-FRS-R, and lower dentate nucleus functional connectivity in right inferior frontal gyrus, anterior cingulate cortex, and precentral gyrus positively correlated with cognitive scores such as ECAS and some tapping scores, that is left foot tapping. These results were also corrected for multiple comparisons at p less than 0.05. Here, we will discuss diffusion tensor imaging findings at superior, middle, and inferior cerebellar peduncle. So we observed lower fraction anisotropy and higher axial and radial diffusivity at superior cerebellar peduncles. We also observed higher axial diffusivity and radial diffusivity at middle cerebellar peduncle and lower fraction anisotropy at inferior cerebellar peduncle of ALS patients. The results were corrected for multiple comparisons at p less than 0.05. These are DTI correlations finding. So the lower fraction anisotropy at superior cerebellar peduncle negatively correlated with disease progression rate and UMN burden, as well as showed positive correlation with ALS-FRS-R, left foot and right foot tapping scores and right finger tapping scores. Higher axial and radial diffusivity showed positive correlation with disease progression rate and UMN burden scores, as well as showed negative correlation with ALS-FRS-R, left and right foot tapping scores and right finger tapping scores. These results were corrected for multiple comparisons at p less than 0.05. Here in this slide, this is a correlation between structural and functional abnormalities. For example, lower dentate nucleus functional connectivity positively correlated with lower fraction anisotropy at superior cerebellar peduncle, whereas higher dentate nucleus functional connectivity negatively correlated with lower fraction anisotropy at superior cerebellar peduncles. These results were also corrected at p less than 0.05 and were examined using Spearman's rank correlation in SPSS. Some quick highlight about discussion. Functional connectivity changes and their association with ALS disease severity suggest an underlying pathophysiological mechanism of cerebellum in ALS. DTI abnormalities indicate an association between white matter degeneration and disease burden in ALS. The findings suggest that as the disease progresses, the white matter degeneration at the cerebellar peduncle increases and is associated with the worsening of clinical symptoms. Correlations between structural and functional findings suggest degeneration at superior cerebellar peduncle may have contributed to the altered dentate nucleus functional connectivity. A take-home message is abnormal cerebellar dentate nucleus structural and functional connectivity is involved in the pathophysiological mechanism of ALS. Lastly, I would like to thank my supervisor Dr. Sanjay Kalra and research staff and trainees of ALS Neuroimaging Unit, all our collaborators and our patients